Now, this year's Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino gives tribute to the living legends in local film industry. 3 entries will be shown under the Sandaan Showcase in line with the 100 years of Philippine cinema. Among them, Circa, which stars a number of veteran and award-winning actors. And to tell us more about Circa, we have with us Director Adolfo Alex Jr. Good morning, Direk.
Hi,
Thank you so much for being with us, or for being with us again. Thank you so
Morning.
much for being... Okay. Now, let's go back to your movie. Super star-studded talaga itong Circa mo na you have veteran actors and actresses. We have Anita Linda, Loris Guillen, Ricky Davao, Elizabeth Oropesa, Gina Alahar, Jacqueline Jose, and of course, the young actors, mga Enchong D, and of course, special participation pa rin ni Mr. Eddie Garcia. Now,
Yes.
how difficult was it to get all of them together with you?
Well, it was a piece that we decided to do as a tribute to Anita Linda because she's 94 and she's just 6 years. Well, Filipino cinema is just 6 years older than her. So parang we decided to do a piece about her. So I think all of the other actors were very happy to be part of it because they worked with Tita Anita one way or the other. So it was just like parang a reunion also on the set because in between takes, they would talk about, you know, the movies that they did together and also like how Philippine cinema was before.
So parang may pagka-true to life ng konti. I mean, a lot of them could relate, di ba?
It's just a reflection of what they were in the past and how cinema was before. So it's a way of parang, because it's a film about an old lady celebrating her centennial also, and she wanted to, you know, to meet again the people that she worked with in the past. So it's like parang, it's a reflection lang of what's happening behind the set sa kanila and also the film.
And not only from the past, because you also have the young Enchong D, who is also like the future, who wants to continue. Now, how does it feel for you? I mean, for a lot of people that don't know Direk here, you know, whatever you touch seems to turn into an award, you special citation or whatever. But now, itong pelikula mo is also part of the Sandaan Showcase ng Pistang Pelikulang Pilipino. So tell us more. How does it feel?
We're very happy because this is the centennial also of Philippine cinema, and it's a good way to, you know, to show a film like Circa in that regard, because it's a celebration also of Filipino movies, and what better way to do it than to show a film like this where you have some of the respected actors of Filipino cinema.
And so you already mentioned, you know, about the movie, and it's, you know, a story about a once celebrated, you know, producer who, of course, is her birthday wish, her 100th birthday wish is actually to have everybody together. Was there any difficulty that you had in shooting this film, and how long did it take?
Well, the major difficulty was just the schedule, because to get
So busy as well.
to get all of them together, but we waited because they also like the project, so it's a matter of like waiting when everybody will be available. But shooting-wise, it was a breeze because all of them were very professional and with their work, so it was just like a matter of putting them together on the set and how to put each scene together. But it was
and
a fun.
you also wrote the script,
Yes,
right?
yes,
You
yes.
also wrote that. And did you write it way back when, or you wrote it particularly for the PPP?
Because I did a film before with Anita Linda called Adela in 2008.
That's right.
And we wanted another film with her. So I thought of, before, in Adela, she was a radio star. So now I wanted to, you know, for her to take on another character to become a producer naman. So that's how it was. But it was, matagal na yung material. It was mga 2009 or 10. But we waited nga lang for the right actors.
That's right. And earlier this year, Circa received a grant from the 17th Hong Kong Asia Film Financing Forum. Now, did this also help you complete the
Yes,
film?
because it was a grant, for a post-production grant. So we did all the online editing in Thailand. So it was another experience, because to work with other, like for Thai people naman for the editing, it was also interesting.
Well, galing. I mean, Direk, I am so impressed with your CV here. You've really done a lot. Now, since we are celebrating 100 years of cinema, ano naman ang advice mo sa mga directors, mga producers, and filmmakers themselves, considering, you know, your stint here in the industry has not been as long as the other well-renowned directors, but you seem to have been able to come up to par. And even, I remember I was reading something wherein they even dubbed you, some Hollywood reporter dubbed you as the next generation of Asia's, you know, 2020 or 2010 best and brightest. So tell us yung mga advice mo para sa mga upcoming directors.
I think what's important is to tell the Filipino experience, especially now that it's a global. The world has, the world has shrunk because of technology, and also the experience. What's important is to tell the Filipino story and the Filipino experience, because I think if it's universal, the emotions and the feelings will translate, and the global audience will react to it, because if that makes us unique as filmmakers and as storytellers, the Filipino story.
Wait, when you say something about the Filipino story, what would you say would best describe the Filipino story?
Well, I think Filipinos are generally more emotional and more attached to their family. So I think what lures the Filipino audience, and I think in general, is the story of a family, because we're very close to our parents, to our brothers, and to our sisters. So a story like that, I think, is very partial to us. So I think if we show something like that to the world, and because they also have their own, relationships with their family. So, but we have a very tight-knit relationship, so that's what differs us, I think, from the rest of the world. So if we show stories like that, I think they can respond to it then emotionally.
And you seem to have been able to grasp that. I mean, you seem to have been able to really capture that well on film. So please do invite everyone. The PPP is coming up soon.
Yes.
Invite them to please watch it.
We invite everyone po to watch Circa. It's part of the Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino. It's going to be screened from September 13 to 19 in cinemas nationwide. So I hope you get a chance to watch Circa, because this is something special, because Anita Linda is one of our legends, and you take a glimpse also of what the industry was before and what was going on before in the setup.
Okay, maraming salamat. Thank you so much,
po.
Direk Adolfo Alex Jr. of the PPP entry Circa with us here this morning on New Day.